welcome to Belle Therapy and Wellness. So we're going to be going over the basic bridge exercise for glute strengthening. This is a pretty fundamental exercise, but the beautiful thing about it is it's easy to do at home, it's easy to do with kids, and honestly, there's so many different variations of this, you can really find the best one that suits your needs. So I'm going to show you a basic bridge, and I'm going to show you a couple of different ways you can tweak it. So your basic bridge is you're going to keep your knees bent and lower to the floor. Arms by your sides. You're going to place your feet, I like hip width apart. I would do hip width apart to start, and then I would go ahead and kind of rotate that pelvis back. You're going to squeeze your glutes and fire those up, and then using your glutes, weight in your heels, pushing up, and then come back down. So that is how to do a bridge, a basic bridge. What you do not want to do is you a lot of times see people doing this, like there's just no point. I understand that you feel like you're getting more hip extension, but instead of loosening the abs, you're putting a lot of pressure forward. And if you're postpartum or pregnant, there's just no point in putting more pressure forward than absolutely needed, especially when the point is to load up the glutes. So for this, I like to cue people, tuck that rib cage, tighten up your TA, and then you're gonna bridge up. You really wanna see like this nice like table, like flat line, but so no arch. You wanna have like that nice flat line, almost like it's a nice slope. So that is a basic bridge. Now, just a couple of light variations. You will see here that I have a dumbbell, a kettlebell, and a medicine ball? Slam ball? I call it a slam ball, but I think some people would call it a medicine ball. So this is a 20-pound ball. This is a, what is this? 10-pound kettlebell, 5-pound dumbbell. What you can do with any of these objects or any weights that you may have is take it, get back into position, and I would place it, so pubic bone, I would place it right, honestly, over, not on the pubic bone, but think hip bone, those pointy bones in the front, place it right between them. So you want to keep it low, and then rock, fire up the glutes, keeping it here. I would not recommend really for many people to have it over your belly unless there is just something preventing you from keeping the weight more over the glutes. Think of it this way. You want to, if we're working on strengthening the glutes, we need this weight to be right over it, because that way the glutes really feel like they're driving up into the weight. So think of it that way. So that's one example. An example I recommend to most of my clients for their purposes is we're going to take a loop band, and if you have a regular band, you can tie it in a loop, or if you have just a loop, you can wrap it above your knee joint, and then once again go into that hip width apart foot stance, and then push into the band with your knees, tighten the core, bridge up, not letting that band falter, and then come back down, release. So you're gonna push, tighten, lift, relax, back, down. Good. So this is a banded bridge, and then you can using one of these would be a resisted bridge with weight, but what you can also do is take the weight and the band and then bridge up using resistance and adding that little bit of banded hip abduction. So out, up, down, relax. So that's a basic bridge, a banded bridge, and using weight to create a resisted bridge. So those are 3 different variations of the bridge. If you have any questions or maybe have a different variation that you want to suggest, please feel free to drop a comment below. And you guys have a great day.